Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to another Friday spiritual light language activation. As you know, on a Monday I put out a mantra, and this week's mantra was I have the courage to ask for help. Now, that may seem silly. Of course, it's easy to ask for help, but actually it's not. It's really challenging to be able to know in ourselves that we can ask other people and ask the universe for assistance in being here. We've been taught so often that to do things for ourselves is empowering and it shows our immense strength. And that if we have to reach out to somebody and we have to say, please, can I have some help? I'm just going to lower my chair. Then it's somehow a weakness. But it's not. It's knowing when we can't do something on our own is actually a sign of really knowing ourselves. And also it means that we understand how the universe actually longs to support us and is there, having, has our back all the time. And as I wrote, when you look at someone who is, very successful and you ask them, did you get here alone? The answer is they never got there alone. They can say, oh yes, I'm self-made, I did all this, but the real answer is that they always had somebody else to assist them, to prop them up, to guide them. Even if they don't recognize it in that moment, it was still there. And in asking for help, we are allowing ourselves to become the best that we can be. We are opening ourselves up to the divine help that is already in place for us. As I wrote, I was thinking about this topic, and the universe said to me, as soon as you ask for help, the universe colludes and orchestrates things so that you can receive that help. And all we have to do is be open to it. Now, they showed me an image of a closed bud, a beautiful flower bud, but it's closed. And in that moment, if we are closed down, if we think, no, I can do all of this, it is me in isolation, what happens is that not only are we unable to ask for help, not only can we not receive that help, but really importantly, we are also unable to help other people because we're not part of that openness to the energy of the universe, not open to the flow. And this is one of the most beautiful things about being able to ask for help, about being a part of this massive cycle of assistance and receiving, of giving and receiving, is that, as I said in my post, the universe uses us to help other people. We are the one who happens to be there to offer somebody directions, to give them a piece of advice, to comfort them when they need it. The universe will place us in that particular position so that we can actually be of assistance to others. But if we're not open to asking for help and to receiving help, then it's very difficult for the universe to conspire to place us exactly where we need to be. So if we want to be of service to others, it actually also means that we need to be open to receiving the help. And there is nothing shameful in this. We are a team. To imagine that we exist purely in isolation it's so far from even science. Science will tell us that we are all one energy, that energy cannot exist. You can't take one particle, isolate it, and I could be wrong here, but isolate it and say, well, it's not a part of universal energy anymore. Everything is connected, everything is in unity, and so are we. And we have to get past the ideas that we've taken on when we were growing up that say, if you needed extra help, you were stupid or you were lazy. There have been so many of these kinds of messages that have come through in school. If you end up collaborating with a friend in school because you don't understand something, you're accused of cheating. And these are the sorts of messages that we have powerfully grown up with. that, to stand up for ourselves. We've made it because we did it all on our own. We have to change this. We have to understand that nobody can succeed and has succeeded by being themselves. And also, if you try something on your own, it's a struggle, it's difficult, because we can't all carry every bit of wisdom that we need. And so we reach out to other people who will inspire us, who will spark a remembering, an awakening as to who we are. These interactions that we have with other people are so valuable. And even if if you're not able to verbalize asking for help, even if your heart feels it and you think, oh, my heart just wishes that somebody would come and help me with this because I'm struggling, the universe hears that. And that person, that situation that you walk into that has given you that amazing wisdom that you need, that is a part of the help that is available for us. All we have to do is be open to it and put aside the shame and embarrassment of saying, I couldn't do this on my own. You don't have to. You don't have to struggle on alone anymore. You don't have to be the one. We are all the one. We are all part of something magnificent. It is togetherness. And if you think that we are trying to build a world that is magical and compassionate and wise, this only happens when we work together. And working together means offering help and accepting help whenever we need it. And as part of this, I was asking, I said, who is going to come in and provide the light language wisdom today? And this beautiful team, I couldn't tell you how many light beings came in. They surrounded as though I am in a circle. And sometimes I'm in the center of the circle, receiving the energy from the light beings to support me. And at other times I'm standing as a part of the circle, offering wisdom to other people. And this is us. So we're going to allow the light language to come through that these divine light beings wish to share with us. All you have to do is just sit back, relax. I'm just going to get quite warm. Sit back, relax, and allow this light language to open up the parts that need to be reached. So sit back and relax, and we give thanks to all the love and the wisdom that will come through. Wara shura sisu shen nakaya to krashmia. Chanuya and Waramada Prashik, the Quarantasha. Yamayo Dana Marati Turshimbaser, Kyoto Kimar, Kojamta Kribiskish Partid Moraje, Niaro Randashi, Yamisunjar, Tutprik, the Kikoram Bakar Kispiat, Ketanya Marishinia. Nani dois andi Canada Barkenda Kishin Camoranda, Shimasia, the Kiskaya, the Krikish, Kudmara Tishkamara, Sitiana Si, Mutiana Kramandakishon, Sakita Rakutakrakium, Karushka, Timarata is Ayu Waranda, Kimara Si, Shayet Kramarico, Kumara Jonasi, Niaranda Zima, Timaratu Pushar, Susaya, Marabajan, the Katishiko Kaparatetas Marasin. Chinese Kisiat Kizono Garabarak, don't Kario, the Karakishka, Chamaria de Asi, Chimarate Shinshaya, to Sonio. Chanadesi, Shimayet Kitskabara, Kurabanda Kemaraj Kazaya. Chanasi, Sia Yotokarako, Orshkes, Mayan Yaparatashi, Pura Haisk, Sitatimarato to Paranjkosi, Shanyo. Marade Ayet the Krupan Gorna Karakiski. Mayendia Muradabarshi, Chiasa, Shia, Samarada Barana Grior Kushka. You must see, then Ia Yutas, you must see, Siko, Kikoramaraka, the Beresisha. I also say that sometimes we have an idea and we think, but this is actually my idea. Have I invented this? And they say that everything is just an evolution. one thing flows on from the next. So when you think, oh, I have borrowed this idea from somebody else, that is again a kind of claiming it for ourselves. I did this. Whereas actually what we are is simply servants of the divine universe, and they give us what we need. And if it is only something slightly different from what went before, this is fine, because it is the next stage in our growth. Na iaranda bajimada ora de korojikizvi yatimotiata keraparia. Ni oranda shkio kaji borokaraga is korais komarara ritadisi. Chayedanizmi de marabara junchikuara oja sia simara rabrando kroko ikora iara horanda chambarase. Chanis ayuorando kuara niamasi ayedara namorandia chikutukurupashi kayena. Mayunda marabroroshia. Ayusia, Maranda, Hora, Hayakaramanikiskosia, Tiara, Chena, Shia, Namayetuna Madina, Dabaratashi, Huya, Ora, Hishkese, Chimwarora, Ayidoran, Adiuramba, Manim Marana, Madabrakurkishko, Chaiske. Jaiskora, Shenda da di mora barshe, Koantia, Mayora, Shisa. Then we iterate again, that the shame we feel in reaching out and asking for help, this is given merely by man. This is not a universal rule and not a universal diktat. And to reach out and to allow others to help us, it gives those who help us the ability to feel purposeful, to feel as though they are carrying out their purpose, because we are all part of this tapestry, each interwoven. And we can't just have it one color. We are all threaded through each other. And therefore, to work with others is actually creating the most beautiful divine tapestry of light. And you are a part of this, and you have always been a part of this, and you always will be. So allow yourself to be a part of life, because that's what we are. Heshimuya maradorashi ke baranda koshe. Now ye sora hiataka. Now ye asiataka. Ayisara gregoranda. Ayesaya yasi oranda. Esiorania moyayataker. Ayisaya, Nyayisaya, Nyamisaya maradontashe. And they say that helping others and receiving help, it is an act of love. And what is the purpose of love? It is to love ourselves, to love others, and to allow ourselves to be loved. But this is what love is. To be isolated from love is not who we are supposed to be. Beautiful wisdom coming through there. And I hope that you'll begin to put aside this idea that you are so wrong to need help. It is called being human. So take off your armor and allow your heart, your gentleness to be seen, and allow others to help. For that is our future. And if you have enjoyed these short light language activations, please do check out my website and my Facebook page, because I also do events in person, and I have one coming up on the 19th of February in Brighton. If you're not in Brighton, it's absolutely fine. It is live streamed, and you can find out all the details of the event, and hopefully you will join me there. So I look forward to seeing you there, and I look forward also to meeting you again on another Friday spiritual lecture. Many light blessings to you. Bye-bye.